FNaF news. I'm your host, the TNT Muffin. Today we're going to be talking about Youtooz news, some Hex news, and some security breach news. So starting off with the Youtooz news, in previous videos I've talked about what appeared to be a silhouette of a Vanny mug, and on their Discord, Youtooz has finally revealed it. So here it is, the Youtooz Vanny mug. Of course, it is a mug which is Vanny's head. The handle of it seems to be that like tannish color that Vanny has on part of her suit. So pretty similar to the design of what they did for the figure and the plushie, except this time it is in mug form. Interesting thing for them to make. Yeah, they've been making, you know, plushies and figures of FNaF stuff, but I didn't expect them to make a mug. Honestly, doesn't look that bad, you know? I expected it to look a lot worse. The material of it, like the shiny material, maybe not the biggest fan of that, but I mean, it looks kind of cool. I probably won't buy it, because I don't have a use for a mug other than just like putting it on a shelf, I guess, which I guess I could do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the price is going to be either. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Some cooler Youtooz news is that Youtooz tweeted, because every franchise needs a multiverse. The first Fanverse collection drops September 16th, 3 p.m. EST. Notice they said first Fanverse collection. With this image, as you can see, there is Pop Goes, Untitled Freddy, and Candy. Of course, we knew we were going to be getting the Candy Youtooz, but we hadn't seen it yet, surprisingly. We also got some images of them. Here's Pop Goes, here's Untitled Freddy, and here's Candy. Pretty cool to finally get to see the Candy Youtooz, and it looks really good. Here's a little spin around if you're interested in that. The pages for these guys are all up on the Youtooz website. Like I said, they're going to be dropping September 16th, so not too long from now. I am very excited. And yeah, Candy, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He seems to have all the detailing he needs, doesn't seem to be any mistakes on him. I think he looks super good. All of these Fanverse figures look super good. And like I mentioned before, Youtooz said the first Fanverse collection, which implies that they will in the future be doing more Fanverse figures / plushies. I have mentioned before that Youtooz has said that if the Fanverse stuff sells well, they'll make more. It seems like, you know, again, they're implying more Fanverse stuff, so I'm very excited for that, because these figures look super good. Big fan of the Fanverse games, so having more figures of this quality of Fanverse characters would be super cool. Also, Kane Carter tweeted, FNaF News also can confirm from Youtooz themselves that the Fanverse figures will be exclusively available on their website with worldwide shipping. No release for GameStop, etc. So yeah, these Fanverse figures will only be on the Youtooz website. They won't be coming to GameStop and stuff like that. If you were curious about that. And also, thankfully, there's no mention of them having like a short time limit to buy, so I assume these things are going to be up for a bit until they just sell out, which is nice, because, you know, with those plushies they released recently, you know, they did that only 72 hours, which is not fun. So I'm glad that these guys, they don't have a set time limit. And while we're talking about King Carter, he made an observation that the box numbers on the Youtooz, Untitled Freddy was number 9, Candy was number 10, Pop Goes was number 11, and then Gold Crumb Freddy was number 13. So there was a gap in the middle where there was supposed to be a number 12 figure. We assumed that it was going to be Flumpty, but you know, because of the controversy that happened a bit ago, no Flumpty figure, so doesn't really matter, but there's some proof that there was at some point gonna be a Flumpty figure, and no longer. Surprisingly, we actually have some security breach news. So Steel Wool Studios tweeted, Five Nights at Freddy's security breach on Google Stadia is getting a really cool patch. Get excited for crowd choice and player stats features, along with a whole host of bug fixes. New features added in crowd choice. Streamers can now use the crowd choice feature to give their audience the opportunity to pick which routes they should take, such as loading dogs versus price counter, Monty versus Chica, or staying versus leaving the Pizzaplex, and you can see there's an image showing that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely didn't expect Steel Wool to do that. Steel Wool Studios also tweeted, Happy anniversary to Freddy and Friends on Tour. Check out how our talented artists created this memorable series from start to end. There's a link, you can click on it, go to the website, see how they made Freddy and Friends on Tour, which was apparently a year ago, which that's kind of crazy, honestly. It doesn't feel that long ago, but apparently it was. Freddy and Friends on Tour was a super cool thing. It would be really nice if they could do something similar to that again, or even just, you know, use the Security Breach TV website for the DLC that's coming out next year. But yeah, there is that. Popping in here real quick, sorry, I don't know how I forgot to film this part, but I did. So basically, like I said at the beginning of the video, we have some Hex news. So Hex recently revealed their Toy Freddy plushie, It's, you know, not the best in the world, but very recently they actually showed us an updated version of it. So this updated version looks a lot better. That original one, like, the cheeks were coming off a bit. It looked really weird. Now they look a lot better. His overall face shape looks a lot better and more accurate to Toy Freddy than the original one did. So some pretty good improvements. I assume this isn't like the final one. It seems like they're probably still touching things up. So yeah, this new version looks a lot better, and I am curious to see what the other toys are gonna look like, because this one does look really good. That Funko Toy Freddy plush wasn't the best, so I'm sure you Toy Freddy fans out there are pretty excited for this one. But that's all the news we have today. If you want to subscribe, click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news.